You and your friends. You should get out of here tonight. I can't be blamed if you stay longer. You understand?
Why would someone want to torture this poor creature?
I don't know, but perhaps it's linked to the poor cat that was in that inn we're staying in. I mean, we all saw what that gave birth to. Perhaps they're implanting things into it. There's something sick going on here.
Oh, did you, as I walk away, I said, did you crack the crossword?
As you turn back, he's leveled the gun at you again. He goes, "What do you mean, get the others?"
Is there anyone in here? We mean you no harm.
Shall I check the chair?
Oh gosh, please let the insane colonel help me.
Yes, no, I saw that you were working on, the crosswords. Was it the Times?
Tell me what experiments they make. What are you building? What are you doing with the cats? Tell me!
I just wanted to help!
Don't cover your eyes, Mrs. Croft!
He's clearly insane. And he whips up the shotgun and shoots you, Mrs. Croft. The Apocalypse Players present Magnum Tenebrosum, a Call of Cthulhu scenario by Dominic Allen, with Joseph Chance as Dr. John Elvedon, Danann McAleer as Colonel Ambrose Cogill, and our special guest, Tilly Steele, as Dr. Jemima Croft. Your keeper of arcane lore is Dominic Allen.
Part 12. If you hit me, it's murder.
Oh my god. But we have to dodge. We have to roll away. I know you can't dodge, but you can dive for cover, right?
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, my dodge is pretty good, so maybe I should, rather than getting
But by dive for cover,
hit by a shotgun, because I feel like that's going to be pretty definitive, isn't it?
It can't go well.
It usually means endgame. Dom, not that I want to make my life difficult, but he raised... No, I'm going to shut up. He raised the gun. Mm-hmm. That's what you said.
Well, I'm saying it's like one smooth action. He's just going... like that.
Yeah.
It's already in his hand. He wasn't aiming, for sure.
No, I was more concerned about where I was in relation to things.
Oh, yeah. No.
But also thinking
I imagine you're sort of you were slightly in front of him and you're slightly to the side, right?
Yeah.
Either way, his attention has been taken by Mrs. Croft, who's ahead of him, and probably slightly raised because she's up on the steps.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I love it. The picture's very clear.
but just to be clear, this field has been ploughed so heavily that the furrows are basically trenches. So if she were to dive for cover, there'd be a whole sort of wall of hardened soil.
I'm going to have to jump off the stairs, essentially, aren't I? Onto the floor.
I mean, it's worth dodging.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to do it, right?
What is your dodge?
52.
No, it's nice.
Pretty good.
So,
You can't...
50-50,
you can't
really.
push it. But you can at least...
I can't push it, okay. Well, I'm doing this, Dom. Is that okay?
Yep. You're diving for cover, right?
Yeah, I'm dodging.
Looking in his book of grotesque injuries.
Yeah. Give us a dodge roll.
Okay. Oh, it rolled twice, and I...
Just to let you know, he got a hard success.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with my last roll, which was a fail, 72.
Shit. So you don't quite move quickly enough.
Oh, not Mrs. Croft. She's the best of us. I know.
R.I.P.
How many hit points you got?
12.
Ooh, you might be alright.
That's what you need. That's what you need.
But I can't remember what the damage is.
3d6.
Is it?
Just checking my first aid now. I mean, I'm busy hulking out upstairs, so I'm not much help in this moment.
You'll probably
Just finish you off.
punch my wound.
What do you reckon? It's a 12 gauge, right?
Would have thought so.
Would it be a 12 gauge or a 20 gauge?
I mean, like, standard is 12, isn't it?
It's like a classic farmer's shotgun 12 gauge, isn't it?
Well, that's what I think of it as, but I mean, is that actually more expensive?
Well, it does more damage.
The 12 or the 20?
No, it's probably a 20.
12.
So was it
Probably
a
a
20
20 gauge.
Which is cheaper then? I mean, like, it doesn't look like this guy's got that
He's
much
not
money.
well off.
Oh, the 20 gauge is cheaper.
Yeah, that's probably the one then.
I suppose that probably is more likely to be like a farmer's gun.
So that's a luck roll, basically, if we're deciding, isn't it?
Well,
Oh, I think it's 20 gauge. My
What's his credit
gut is 20 gauge. His credit rating is low, but it depends whose shotgun it is, right?
could be the doctor's.
Yeah.
But a doctor won't know about firearms, so he'd have just...
But he's an alcoholic, so he's not been looking after it very well, has he?
Yeah, so it's all rusted.
Dom, just do it. I'm dead. Let's do it.
This is close.
It's great. It's great for the plot.
It's very exciting. If it's
The cartridges are just full of salt rock. It's not actual shot. It's fine. That's where you get those coyotes off your lawn with.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
You lose 7 hit points as the shot hits you in the stomach.
Oh, stomach.
And yeah, it sort of glances your midriff at your side, and it pushes you off the steps, and you spin and land boom in the dirt. And I'm going to need a Constitution roll to see if you stay conscious.
Okay. So I've lost 7 hit points.
Yeah.
So I'm down
you've
to
also got a
5.
major wound
And a
as
major
well.
wound. Major
Reporting
wound.
for duty.
Yeah.
Brutal, isn't it?
Wound.
Guns are horrible in this game.
Yeah, it's all over.
Well, horrible in real life.
Right. So what do you need? A Constitution roll.
To stay conscious.
55. My Constitution is 60, so I just manage it.
Hey,
So you're conscious and in
Yeah.
excruciating pain.
probably best to pass out of that.
I wish I'd passed out.
Yeah.
This is awful.
The whole world has gone horizontal.
They've got transfusion equipment designed for this upstairs.
Yeah, he's just smashed all the fucking blood up. Great.
Oh shit, yeah, he has. I don't think you want to be hooked up to those pipes anyway.
But this guy's got blood.
They do say if you're going to get shot anywhere, it's best to happen at the doctor's house.
Is that an old phrase?
Unless he's in a cult or something.
Oh, I can't believe it's the doctor's all along.
He's not going to help
I can't
me.
believe he's up to it all along.
Yeah.
Clever double bluff. The voice of reason.
So, Dr. Elvedon.
Yes.
What do you want to do? You haven't dived for cover just yet.
No, because I was thinking of doing it, wasn't I? But then everyone else was faster than me, which is classic. Classic Dr. Elvedon. But he's discharged his weapon. Now, I do know a little bit about weapons from my time at the front. Was this a single barrel, or was this a
It's a double
double
barrel.
But he's only fired one shot, by the sound of things.
Correct.
So he's got one more left. Is this the kind of situation where I could close to close combat? Thus,
Well, I think you're probably stood close enough that you... Yeah, absolutely.
to wrestle that damned weapon off him. I think that's what I have to do.
Absolutely, yeah.
With my mighty brawl of 33, chaps.
Lovely
You
stuff.
can do it.
Yeah.
Let's have it.
I mean, it was supposed to be representing a little bit of boxing I used to do at college.
That'll do.
Maybe there was some wrestling at where was I? Jesus.
certainly.
I think I was at Jesus, wasn't I? Yeah, I think so. So I'll close the distance. Mm-hmm. All the blood's drained from my face as I've seen Mrs. Croft fly off.
Looks like Mrs. Croft's blasting off again.
Bing. I'm gonna have to spend some luck.
We're off to Button Moon.
Yeah, I'm just doing bad maths.
Come follow Mr. Spoon.
I'm gonna spend 10 luck, guys. I think
No, don't do it for me.
I know. I think it's worth it.
Not for me.
I'm doing it.
Little
For,
me.
I'm doing it for both of us. In all
I
truth,
think so.
Okay.
I'm a bit worried that
Okay.
other round is going to go into my belly.
We're
next.
fucked otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like a lot of luck. And it's worth it for 43.
You can't take it with you.
No, it's not. It's more than that, isn't it? Sorry, it's 12 luck. It's 12 luck. Bad maths. Of course it is. So I've got to spend 12 luck. It seems like a lot.
How much luck have you got?
But it's a really nice number. 12 off my 52 remaining.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm down
You're
to
still not as unlucky as me,
I'm down to
so
40.
So tell me exactly what you're doing here.
That's a base.
grab
That's a
him.
base success, and I'm gonna grab him and try and take the gun off him.
Great. So maneuver essentially. What you sort of grip the gun
Yeah.
and just sort of pull it away.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Yeah. He's going to try and nut you in the face while you do that.
I think that's fair.
He might, yeah.
Can I continue to spend luck to increase my chance?
Absolutely. He has achieved a hard success.
Son
what
of
the fuck is this
bitch.
guy on? It's that whiskey you gave him.
What was in
It
that
is.
hip
It's
flask?
fueled. Well, it's single malt.
Red Bull and single malt. Yeah.
I think it's fair to say that Dr. Elvedon has realised he's badly misunderestimated the power of the gentleman. To use the term gentleman is also ill-advised. Okay, so I've got to.
He's got that.
I've got to make
that
it
power,
hard.
that-
And if I make it hard, what happens? Do I equal it? But
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
happens.
It's
Or do I have
to
to
your
catch it?
advantage because he's fighting back.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to spend it. This is a disaster, but I'm going to try and have to spend it. So half of 33 is 16, right?
Yes.
But 16, so I'm going to spend 16 more luck.
Oh fuck. Fucking hell.
So I
Do it,
spent
man. I'm
28 luck in total to do that.
full respect. I love it. Sometimes you just have to.
It's life and death, really, isn't it? This stage.
Yeah, I mean,
it
it
is.
really is, right? And I suspect narratively that is represented. That's 24 luck. That's represented by the fact that, perhaps in a slight echo of what you said there, Danann, it is a bit muddier out here because of the field, and where I slipped and fell before, now the luck turns with me, and I actually slip into him yet again. But
Yeah.
it's just enough to put my elbow into him, and I readjust at the last second as I see the last of Mrs. Croft falling. And that gives me courage to just, his headbutt goes past me, and I yank basically as we're both sort of sliding away from each other in the mud. But not quite on our knees, but sort of kind of sliding away as the clouds
Lovely.
turn and the air boils with the approaching storm.
Fantastic.
Torval and Dean just spinning away from each other.
It is like, yeah, I think I might hear that.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Coghill, Colonel Coghill,
Thank you.
you're still in your bout of madness, unfortunately.
Oh, fuck.
Great. So useful for us.
Grab her by the ankle and drag her out of the bed.
Really useful for this woman in the bed.
That's what you have to do with pregnant women.
It is, to be fair. Snap out of it.
She's screaming, but in a way that it doesn't seem like it's screaming it's as if she's screaming because of the uncomfortable sensation, not necessarily because she's conscious of what's going on in the room around her.
Oh, she's screaming because of what they put in her, isn't she?
Oh.
That's what she's screaming at. And so I realise, oh, you're not the witch. No. And I pulled over the dresser and I've smashed up all the furniture and I say, I'll help you. And I just raised both my fists up and just bash down on her belly.
I mean, it essentially had to be done, but I had a feeling Coghill might go there.
I mean, I'm in a fit of psychopathic violence and I feel like she's screaming at whatever's inside her. And I need to help her with that, maybe.
So you do that.
Yeah.
This is role playing.
Now this is role-playing.
Now this is role playing. Because I don't think that Danann would actually punch a pregnant woman in real life.
So you do this. You bring your
Ape-like. sort of.
bring your fists up and bring them down with all your force against her belly, only to find that something is resisting you. It's as if something's caught your hands as you make contact with her belly.
What the
You feel
fuck?
this strength
Oh my god.
just push back from the other side of the skin.
It's a good thing you're mad.
I see you know your judo well.
A succulent Chinese meal.
Look at this headlock here. Wow.
Colonel Coghill is literally that guy.
He is that guy.
He is actually that guy.
Ta-ta for now. So I raise up like this ape and I bring my fists down on the stomach and it's caught by this inner strength, this inner... Oh my god. And does it hold me there?
No, but you feel it sort of push back.
But it's enough to feel like the resistance is strong enough that I'm like, I have not hurt this thing, whatever it is. Oh wow.
Oh dear.
At which point, cut back, because fuck knows what's happening with me.
You're all just screaming in this room now. Meanwhile, outside, it's time for Mrs. Croft. You're on the floor, you're conscious, you're in a lot of pain, but you can act. Maybe not.
That's what I'm doing.
I mean,
I don't think what can I do? I've just been...
You can still fire.
You can still fire.
Yeah.
You get a penalty die from shooting from a...
Oh no, but actually,
supine
sorry,
position, I
Dom.
think.
No, you can't, can you? Because you can't take a combat action, can you? Because it's diving out of combat, wasn't it?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, after you dodge, can you not do anything?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think this round, it would essentially be you re-engage in combat. So essentially, I don't know, you go back round the door and then you're able to take another shot, or you get in line and you're not even aiming and you're doing that. You're just going back into the combat. I think, is that right?
But that makes sense. I think it's fair to say that having been shot in the stomach, it would probably take you a few seconds to
You'd be a bit winded,
get your
right?
shit together. At least, anyway. So that makes sense.
A little bit, I think, yeah.
Ooh, that's smart.
Oh,
Which brings us back to
Oh,
Mr.
that kills.
Streetley's turn.
that wrecks. Oh, that's really not nice.
Sons of guns.
No, that is uncomfortable.
He doesn't take kindly to you taking his gun off of him.
No, he won't.
So he comes running towards you and just fist swinging. How do you react to this, Dr. Elvedon?
Well now.
Well now.
You could shout for Coghill. That's within...
I wouldn't, but you
I
could.
take it. Has he closed the distance enough to? Is he in close combat now? Essentially, so
Yeah,
I can't
essentially.
use the gun.
Well, you can.
I can still.
Yeah. The only rule is you can't fight back against a gun if you're out of close quarters. But you can still shoot it.
Yes. Well, I think if he's going to do that, which I was worried that was what he was going to do, I think the most useful thing is that this gun doesn't have a bullet in anyway, so I'm going to fire it at him.
Great.
If he hadn't shot Mrs. Croft, there might be more of a chance for him, but I'm afraid to say that he's a blackguard in my book now. So
this is actually point blank range, so you get a bonus die on this.
I think I'll need it because shotgun is different to rifle. No, it's the same. Good, it's the same. That's the one I can do. Handguns I'm 20, but shotguns I'm 33%. Here we go.
He's got a hard success on his melee.
Oh, so I have to get a hard on my firearms, don't I? Well, this could be very interesting.
Are we about to die?
No, in fact, you need to get an extreme
In which case I can't do it.
because you're fighting back.
And I haven't even hit. So it's a 45 and I'm not going to spend the luck. So I miss, not too wildly, but I think I'm breathing hard from the tussle and it just sets me off. I'm not up. I'm sort of between hip and up to chin. I haven't got a bead on him.
Oh,
Gun kicks in my hand and he's on me.
Yeah. And his knuckles connect with your jaw.
An astonishing 9 points of damage. Some people can do terrible amounts of damage there.
It's fucking horrible. It's 7 points of damage again.
Oh my goodness!
That's the same as getting attacked by the shotgun.
He must have fractured my jaw.
Is he wearing
is
an
a strong
iron
guy.
knuckle?
This guy didn't even need a shotgun.
That was
What the
his.
fuck?
That's
He has
the
a
maximum.
damage bonus.
D4 plus D3.
That's a damage
He's rolled 7.
Yeah.
maximum.
Yeah.
God.
He did roll the maximum, mate.
The shotgun just fires his fists out of it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He has this sort of mad rage, super nutcase strength. I've lost my D4.
the old super nutcase strength. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Can
read about
happen.
that.
Yeah.
If I hadn't blown all that luck on actually getting the gun off him.
Yeah. He spaffed
But
it
I mean,
all.
you still avoided getting shot and a second blow being dealt to
Well,
Croft.
let's see if I pass
So-
my constitution, because it may well be for nothing, old chap.
Did you take a major wound there?
Yeah, well, definitely. I'm also on 12 hit points.
God, major jewel
You
wound.
feel your jaw shatter. Oh, this horrible crack. A few teeth come out. Blood.
Oh, God.
Think of the dental costs.
And he's going,
The NHS doesn't
my
even
head
exist
whips around and I see the earth
and the stars.
dizzily fleeing away from me. I imagine the stars.
Whereas they're not stars, they're just fragments of teeth that you're blowing out of your mouth.
And little birds
But it's a hard Constitution pass. The
You
nausea
go down.
rises.
You go to the ground, but you're looking up at him now, and he stood over you. And in the TV show, it's intercut. Him standing over you, raising his arms, intercut with Coghill raising his arms over the pregnant woman. It's beautifully shot, very cleverly intercut in the edit. Loses something, just audio, but there we go.
I scream while I'm saying this, by the way.
Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't? It'd be a shame if you die at the hands of this just mundane madman instead of something supernatural. But anyway, but maybe he is supernatural.
Everything to play for.
Dr. Elvedon, you're on the ground. Your jaw is shattered. This man is standing over you, but you have an action.
I do have an action, don't I? I think I'm going to. Have I dropped the shotgun then in my the rictus of gleeful horror on the GM's
Streetley's rictus.
that case of Streetley's rictus.
Yeah, I think Dom has got that. He's getting a test for it at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grinneria.
Oh, nice, nice.
You have dropped the shotgun, I think, but it's probably within arm's reach. So like you can just snatch it up.
So because I'm just thinking about, I'm looking for that extra little damage bonus, basically. So to sort of swing it like a club at him.
Okay, at his knees.
Yeah, if I could break a knee. I mean, I don't know how low he was. Maybe swing it through his teeth in return.
I think you say his dick.
Well, there is that too. I mean, I could just swing it up between his balls. You said knees, and I think the logic is I'll go with the keeper's lead on that one. Is that trying to sweep the knees out from under him.
Sweep his balls out from under him.
I think ordinarily I might have tried to have said something to bargain with him, but as I can't even use my mouth. It's a problem. Right. That's more like it. That's a 0-5. Now, is that an extreme?
Surely.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
A 6 would have done it.
Sick.
Great.
So, oops. I'm so clumsy because I've been drinking all day.
They had to call 2 ambulances for me earlier.
Oh, Vicar. Right.
Improvised club, D6.
Improvised club, that's... I think you just do maximum damage because it's not piercing, is it? So it's just the maximum damage, which would be... Yeah, what would it be?
Nightstick is D8, but it's got a plus, I seem to remember. But is a club's D6? So 6 damage.
Do you have a damage bonus?
I don't, no. It's 1d3.
That's a real shame. I think it would be like a large club because it's a shotgun. Right, they're quite big.
Yeah, it's weighty.
So I think it's a D8 plus damage bonus.
Perfect. 8. A crucial 0-5 to roll.
So you crack it across his knees. You hear them shatter. You probably get both of them. One of them definitely breaks. You hear the bone go. You probably see the kneecap under his trouser leg twist round. The entire leg buckles in the wrong direction, and he goes down like a sack of shit. Let's see how he does.
Which, in my opinion, he is.
Yeah. He goes down as himself. As he lived, so he dies.
And he falls unconscious.
Hey, fucking hell.
Which brings us out of combat. And Coghill, you lift your hands away from the body of this woman, and you're breathing heavily, and you're not really sure if what just happened really happened, because this red mist is sort of dissipating.
Yeah.
Your rage is subsiding. You realise you don't know who this woman is. You look around at the disarray. You have no idea where you are. You don't know how you got in this room, or what's just happened. But you probably hear the gunshot outside. You probably hear, screaming from outside.
Well, that's great, because if you remember, my phobias and manias are an obsession with tidiness and cleanliness, and shell shock, a terror of loud noises. stemming from my war experiences. So that's a double whammy on those two, so I'm not surprised. It sort of snaps me out of this rage, suddenly seeing the chaos I'm surrounded by, and this stricken woman, who I'm not sure surely I didn't. I would never attack a woman. No, that must have been a dream, and a baby couldn't.
And as you're coming out of this madness, I think you probably speak to her in German for a second, because you're convinced you're in sort of no man's land. And,
Ein, zwei,
and then you realise you realise you're in England.
Yeah. Oh Christ!
Then you remember things.
That's instantly regaining sanity points, isn't it? To realise one is in England.
There will be forever
Come on, chap, pull yourself together.
one corner of some foreign field, which will be forever Coghill.
A little D3 for that, maybe? D3. I'll take a D2.
But I think if it does snap me out of my red rage, I sort of look down at her and I realise there's a shot outside and something awful's happening and I need to go and help. But I say, are you quite all right? Very intensely at her.
Wailing on it.
Darude Sandstorm comes on.
Are you quite all right?
You should definitely put Darude Sandstorm on right now, Dom. I think that would actually be perfect.
As I dive out the window.
Yeah.
She's sort of not really compos mentis enough to reply.
Respond. She's still
Respond.
She's still but she's alive, and that's the main thing, and I know where she is. But there's gunshots outside, and that's my calling, and I say, we'll be back for you. Don't worry. As if
her head just lolls, and she just moans softly.
I say, right, I hear my calling. Farewell! To Darude Sandstorm, I jump out the window. No, but I run down the stairs and out into the yard with my gun drawn.
Well, now, do you? So there's one more room upstairs that you did not go in?
Yes, but there's gunshots outside.
Fair enough. So you run down the stairs and out to find...
That's where the girl is.
I'm coming back up here anyway. We can't leave a woman up here, so, irrelevant.
You run outside to find Mrs. Croft is lying on the floor.
Christ.
So is Dr. Elvedon, and so is another man who seems unconscious.
Christ. Oh my God. Who are they both sort of just writhing on the ground like Mrs. Croft and Elvedon? Are they both grasping various...
Shut!
Good Lord. This man here.
I think he's passed out. Oh, yes. God.
Good.
I can't talk.
I want to stop by Mrs. Croft because that's the main priority, and I want to do a first aid roll. See if I can, because my first aid's pretty good, and I want to just see if I can staunch any bleeding, try and tie something around. No, it's fine.
You brute!
I'm sorry, I don't remember what happened upstairs. I think I took a turn for the...
Psychopath!
Oh, well, I'm going to try and fix your wound. I apologies. And I just sort of do it anyway.
Let's have a first aid roll.
Yes. Oh yeah, 35 on my 45, so it's a success, not hard, but... Alright.
So Mrs. Croft can gain a hit point.
I think I tear off maybe I don't know, some part of my shirt. It's all messy and muddy, isn't it? But it's I just want to tie something around to staunch some of the bleeding on the side at least. It's a temporary sort of thing.
You start to feel the little spit of rain as you look up and these heavy grey clouds sitting low are over you.
Oh Christ. I think I get a pang back to that fear that I had earlier when I was afraid of the sky, when I was running out to the outdoor toilet, and I look up and I try to not imagine dark shapes moving behind the clouds, and try to not think of the story of Margaret of Antioch and what she was swallowed by and what it might all represent, and I feel the burning of the ring in my pocket, and I push it all out of my mind, and I want to run over to Elvedon.
Cogill!
And that, oh man, what happened to you? This brute.
His Velt, tie his hands. I think he's breathing.
Yes, good idea. So I'll take that prompt, and I will go and, if he's still unconscious, untie his belt and tie his hands behind him.
While he's doing that, I'll go to his hand and I'll take the ring and I'll say, "Look, look," and I'll try and pull the ring off his finger.
So yeah, you do that. You manage to get the ring off.
Yes.
And yes, it has the same symbol on it. It's almost exactly the same as the other one.
Look at it. Like the one that was on your hand.
He's one of them. The one that I got stuck on my hand.
I got to fix my jaw.
Yes. Let me help you with that. Can I do another first aid roll?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, we're all still riding in the mud.
Use my scarf.
For your scarf.
Fucking hell.
Oh, a 45 on a 45.
Oh
God, that's lucky.
You crack. You crack the jaw back into place.
The scarf, like you say, just...
It's still fractured, but at least it's not dislocated now. And yeah, you brace it with a scarf or something.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So it looks like Jacob Marley.
Thank you. Thank you.
You haven't even got any booze.
Now, listen, you two.
There's probably surgical alcohol in there.
You've clearly been in the wars. There's probably surgical alcohol in there. We saw some laboratories. I'm not sure what happened. There was some chaos, but there's a woman up there. There's a woman, and she's in a bed, and she's quite disoriented, and she's got a baby.
You threw it at the wall.
Oh, Christ, did I? Oh, God. Why would I do that?
Fetus.
Does he have any Does he have any shells in his pockets? Check in his pockets. Does he have other shells?
I can't bend down.
Oh, yes, I'll check.
How many rounds do you have left in your revolver, Mrs. Croft?
I don't know. My husband got it for me.
Try and
You'll
count
have to
them.
check.
All right, I'll check. You look for some alcohol. Anything to kill the pain.
Okay.
But I have to bring this woman down from upstairs. She's heavily pregnant, you know, and she doesn't look well. So I've got to go back in.
All right.
Right, you'll have to do it alone. I can't help you.
That's fine. I'll bring down some rubbing alcohol or any alcohol, really.
Wait.
Drinking alcohol.
I'll
Yes,
come with you.
yeah.
I'll come to you. Let's just drag this bastard in.
Don't leave me out here like
No,
this.
no.
Exactly. You take
Quite
one
right.
leg, I'll take the other. Coghill.
Yeah. As the rain starts spitting down into the mud,
Major.
I think we carry Mrs. Croft up to the porch, like at least into the sort of entranceway of the house.
I'll just lean here.
Yes. Yes. We should leave the shotgun with her, or you've got your pistol, haven't you? Actually.
I've got my pistol, but
All right.
what about him? What if he wakes
You
up?
keep the pistol. Let's look at
Yes.
put him opposite you. You keep an eye on him.
Yes.
good.
His hands are tied.
That
His
worked
hands are
out
tied.
well last time.
Listen, you can interrogate him and then shoot him, or you can just shoot him and forget about the interrogation.
Interrogate him. He's insane.
Look, I'm so sorry to have to do this to you, Mrs. Croft, but for God's sake, pull yourself
just
together,
get
woman.
on. Get on with it.
What would you say to one of your patients?
I've tied his hands. He'll be all right.
Think it through. Take a deep breath.
I'd get them to. I've been shot by a shotgun.
I understand, but we might be shot by the doctor if he comes back. This man was wearing one of those rings. One of the Tenebrosum rings. They're up to something awful. If what you tell me when you come down the stairs is correct, and there's a bloody cat, then something awful is being done here. And we have to focus. We'll all die. The Major and I have seen it happen to people, good people, better souls
Colonel.
than us. Colonel, sorry, Colonel. Christ, the pain, it's making me hallucinate, I think. How many of you are there? I need a drink.
Yes.
Somebody get me a
three
You're
of
goddamn
right.
drink.
You're right. You're right. Of course. Yes, I'll be okay. We've got to get out of here. We've got to
Yes.
get out of this damn town.
But we can't leave this woman behind. She's in dire straits.
All
I'll
right,
grab
Oh,
her.
I don't know her.
All right, General. All right, General, let's go.
She seems a rum sort. Right, and
She's in dire straits.
yeah, she was the lead guitarist in Dire Straits. We can't leave her here.
Yes.
I
Sultans of Swing is a tune.
Yeah.
need a wee.